Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know, I'm Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Today we're going to do something a bit different. Normally I'm going to say, for those that don't know me in person, I'm a big video game player and I also do a lot of various TCG games as well, mainly Magic. Anyway, today we're going to do something a bit different on the channel. So today we're going to do some mobile gameplay. So I'm going to show you some gameplay and a little bit of an explanation for those that haven't played about Clash Royale. So for those that don't know Clash Royale is by Supercell, which is a company that make various different mobile games. I play games on all platforms, and I do play this on the actual mobile as well. I play on iOS though, so it's available on iOS and Android. So today we're going to play Clash Royale, which is a tower defense game by Supercell. It is it's a tower defense game by Supercell. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the game. I'm going to say, for those that don't, I'm capturing this through an emulator. I'm using Moo Player on the desktop, which is a way to play the game, so you can play it at higher resolution on PC, and it's pretty easy to use and to set up. I've been using it now for a day, and it's running flawlessly. Anyway, we're going to go into some game. I'm going to show you things. So I'm going to show you. So Clash Royale is a tower defense game. It's basically set in. They've got their own universe for the game, which is with kind of cartoony with the various characters. It's fairly iconic. So today we're going to show you some gameplay. I'm going to show you some gameplay from the what's called the Clan Wars. And for those that are in my clan party at Peeps, thank you very much. Hopefully you're watching this. And if those that don't, please like, comment and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. I aim to show gameplay from various other things at some point. I'm just showing you gameplay from this today. I'm trying to show you gameplay from various other classic consoles at some point. Okay, so we're going to go into some gameplay. So this is the Clan Wars mode. For those that don't know Clash Royale, it's a tower defense game by Supercell. When the game starts, you build your deck. It's like a collectible card game, basically. So you have your various cards in the deck. Basically there's a bar that goes in the middle of the screen. Basically it builds up until it's like a mana bar in Magic, or mana curve in Magic. It builds up. You play the various cards when you get to the various numbers, and the bar keeps on and goes. So basically how you build your decks, you have so many cards in each deck. This is going to be from Clan Wars. So I've got 4 decks. The basic thing about Clan Wars is you basically play battles every day, and they basically go towards something and you get things for all participation. So those that don't forget to do the Clan Wars. Anyway, I'm going to show you the 4 decks I play in Clan Wars. The thing is though, in this mode, your cards have to be unique for each deck. You can't have a card in the deck that repeats. So I'm going to show you the 4. My first deck I'm going to play is going to be Electric Giant, which is this one. So basically you've got the E-Giant being the main card. So this is a Supreme, which is the second highest rarity. We've got Log, which is a spell. So can I show you the individual cards? Yeah, I can show you the individual cards. So you got E-Giant. So it starts out, it goes directly towards the tower. It basically doesn't attack enemies, it just goes towards the tower. It has this electric kind of stun thing which slows them down. That's the E-Giant, and it's a 7 elixir. This is Log, which is this is a spell. So this is basically a direct spell. It basically is good against ground-based minions, and it can knock things back a bit. And it's a 2-drop. Right, then we have Fubble, which is an area effect spell, which is like a rare, and it's a 4 mana spell. It's good in a ranged area. Then we have the Hunt. So for those that haven't played other tower defense games, the thing about Clash Royale, it's a bit more aggressively monetized than some of the games, because the cards are, the higher they evolve, so they level up. When they level up, they gain hit points and more power in effect. So it's more pay to win than some of the other games. If you're looking for other games that I've done videos on, I've also done a video on Minion Masters, which is on PC, which is a bit more free to play friendly. And the thing that came to the game recently is the evolutions, and now some of the cards evolve into higher forms, and they're harder to get on like a free to play account. I have put money into the game. I've bought the pass most months to a point, but now it seems the pass is quite expensive. Anyway, this is the Hunter. This is a 4-drop epic troop with a range. This is one of my favourite units in the game. This is Mother Witch. This is another legendary. I mean, you say that it basically it's quite slow to strike. It doesn't have a huge amount of hit points, but it basically turns the opposing enemies' things into pigs like this. It's a 4-drop. Then we've got the Fisherman, which is basically good against large units, against, say, giants and stuff. Because it has a hook attack. It can direct them away from the tower. If you can pull the thing, you'll see, anyway, the Fisherman, and you'll see him, he pulls the giant into the tower, which means he activates the 2 towers on the side, which are called the Princess Tower, and the middle one is called the King's Tower. And you win when you take all the towers, but basically if time goes, the most. This is the Electro Wizard. It's got another stunning attack on elite. I say most of my cards are maxed out. As you see, they go up to 15th level. So the log on the thing isn't maxed out in this. And you see the purple thing is the evolution. So this is being one is the skeleton. So this basically this basically cycles to get the evolved version. You basically have to go through 2 cycles for this one. Some of them are more, some of them are less. Alright, so we're going to go into some gameplay for the first one. Right. How do I do it? I don't really know. I'm sorry, I'm just using the... How do I get out of this? 1 minute. Oh no, I just scroll up. Okay, so that's the first deck. We'll go into some gameplay. I'll do them in its individually and I'll go through deck at a time. You can do best of 3 as well, in which case I'll just play best of 1. This is on normal, so I'll do the E-Giant, and then I'll show you what happens in between each. Alright, wish me luck. Thank you very much for watching. I aim to do some other gameplay videos for varying platforms at some point. Alright. There's lots of good emotes in this game. This has just been the basic one, the King. We're playing against another 15. I've been playing the game roughly 4 to 5 years. I've got 8,000 trophies. So they're playing Royal Ghost and Minor. I'm just going to build a push behind the E-Giant. The aim is to set up the E-Giant, so they're going to counter with the Mega Knight. That's one of my favourite units in the game. So the Fisherman should pull the thing away from the E-Giant, and the E-Giant will get a good amount of damage from the tower. E-Giant's still going. He's maxed out. Alright, let's see if we can do the thing. Most of these videos I've got an X1 where I've tried to play these kind of games. We've got our first tower. Yeah, anyway, this is Moo Play at the emulator I'm using. It's also quite good. You can also play Pokemon TCG Pocket on it. I've tried that game at the moment as well. I might do a video for that as well. They come in with a bowler. What other Supercell games? I do play most of the other Supercell games. I play. Sorry, I'm trying to do commentate and do gameplay as well. It's a bit more distracting. I play Brawl Stars as well, so I feel that's better on an emulator as well because the controls I feel are better on that. As you see, that's the evolved Mega Knight. Yeah, anyway, it carries on going until either the King Tower's taken or it goes to time and then it's done on who's taken more towers, basically. It's not so that Mega Knight has got quite a thing. I'll try and distract it with the Fisherman. It should pull him away. He did get a good chunk on the tower. Now, Squad Busters is the other Supercell game. I played that today as well. Most of the characters carry over between the universes. I'm probably just going to try and go in with the E-Giant on the tower and hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, I need to distract the Mega Knight. I feel like we'll be fine. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record this on PC. Moo Player's relatively easy to set up, other than I had to go into the BIOS, which is a bit... Oh, I lost the tower for a minute. See if I can survive this push. I'm sure I'm winning this now. Alright. 5 or more. Run through the way. I survived that push anyway. Okay, let's get back in there. This does look good on desktop. The resolution is a whole lot higher. I believe it's at 4K. Yeah, no, I'm using Streamlabs support. I don't think you got that, so that's a pop-up I got. Let's see if I can pull the giant away in time. Getting close. Yeah, I think I might have it. You can't do enough damage to take it out. Oh, that was close. Right, that was game 1, I've won that. So, you basically play the Clan Wars battles basically until you run out of the decks. So you've got 4 decks, so don't forget people to use all your decks every day. Right, so the next deck we're going to play E-Giant, sorry, Goblin Giant next. So this is Goblin Giant. So I'm going to show you the things. So this is another. So this is these are basically the giants are like the win conditions in the game. They're similar things. They basically don't really attack the units directly. They only have to attack the base of the tower. So this is Goblin Giant. This is an evolved one. So he has it's basically a big goblin that carries the things around on his back. The small goblins are dropped off. Eventually, they'll fall off his backpack. Anyway, it's a 6 drop. We've got the Sparky, which is like one of the slowest units in the game, but it's basically like a cannon. It's got a big, it does high damage, but it's very slow to strike. One of the slower units, anyway, that's a Sparky. Right, we've got the Snowball as a spell. It's basically just a small spell I would call it as. It's not high damage particularly, but it's good against loads of small units like goblins and stuff. We've got the Dark Prince, which is another epic. It basically charges towards the tower, but it does attack things on its way. That's the Dark Prince. Then we've got some air units. We've got the Mega Minion, which is like this one. He's just a normal rare. These aren't even maxed out, these ones. These are only 14th level. I was thinking this is 4.3 elixir, this deck. I mean, I just net deck them, to be honest. It's like from Stats Royal, I believe is the site you can use. You can just look up the ladder decks. The thing is, though, they're harder to do on this mode because you have to use unique cards, so basically the cards can't carry over between the 2 decks. So it's not necessarily the best list for it. This is the mini P.E.K.K.A. as opposed to the large P.E.K.K.A. He says pancakes for some reason when he comes out. Anyway, this is the mini P.E.K.K.A. It's just like a fairly high DPS unit. And then we've got, for the large spell, we've got Lightning, which is like a thing. Oh, I can maybe star level it. That's basically the star levels are just like cosmetic levels. They don't really do anything. They just make the units look prettier. So Lightning's like a large spell. It strikes in a large area, it kills things. Right, so that's the Goblin deck. Let's go into another game. I'll show you all the decks, and then we might do some gameplay from the other mode as well, which I'll just show you my regular deck, for instance. Go against Zeus. I say I'm MTG fanatic though, so most of the don't know me in person. I play a lot of paper MTG. I also do content for that game. So the pre-release for Foundations was this week. So I did 5 of those. I'm going to be cracking some boosters from the set in about a week to do my pack opening. So join me for that if you can. That would be appreciated. Alright, so they say that, but sometimes they don't play units. Or like, I don't know why they're not playing units. Like, in this game, compared to the other game, I think you'd be less aggressive. You're waiting for them to make the first move kind of thing. Sometimes you just wonder if they're actually there or not. Well, so they did play units, but I don't know if they had lag or something. Right, I've taken the first tower anyway. So this doesn't look like there's going to be much of the game because I don't feel they do. Right, anyway, so they're having a push now, so we can deal with that push. We just get the Pepper and the Prince down, P and P, Pepper and Prince. What else am I doing? So today is Tuesday. I do MTG draft on Tuesday, and I just took the dog for a walk as well. Those don't know, my dog is Sophie. She's a Shih Tzu. She's my channel logo. That's the Hog Rider. That's one of the most iconic units in the game. I think the Hog Rider is probably one of the best units in the other game. In Squad Bosses, I think it is the best unit in the game. I'm not that keen on Hog Rider myself, but if you... Oh, let me know what your favourite unit in Clash Royale is. Let me know in the comments section. So this giant looks like he's pretty much going all the way. Thank you. Right, so we're 2-0 currently. So there's going to be 4 games on this, and then I might go into the other mode. Will I do some other mobile gameplay? I'll do some other mobile gameplay at some point. I might do some more for this game. I could do some other stuff. Right, let's show you the next deck. So the next deck we're going to showcase is Lava Loon. So Lava Loon, it basically comes from the combination between Lava Hound and Goblin Balloon. So the Lava Hound is the big heavy hitter in the deck. So but you don't rarely play the Lava Hound in regular elixir. So for those that don't know the elixir, so the game starts in what's called single elixir, unless you're playing one of the modes like which are an infinite elixir or X speed war. So when there's certainly so much time to go, it goes into double elixir, and your elixir regeneration rate is double. So you rarely play the Lava Hound in single elixir because it's a 7-drop unit basically, and it takes off. It's very expensive. It's quite slow. It's a 7-drop flyer. It's a legendary unit, and it basically drops these little what are called lava pups when it dies. Anyway, so that's the Lava Hound, the iconic card in the game. Then we've got the balloon, which is again, so the balloon doesn't actually attack the thing, although this one does get pulled in by buildings, and if you're a good player you can basically pull the thing into a building and it gets distracted, and it basically deals damage directly to the towers when it connects. Okay, that's the balloon. Right, then we do with the barbarian. So this is the evolved barbarian. So this is the evolved barbarians. It's a 4-drop, 5-drop. Sorry, I got it wrong. And it's basically a ground minion. Its evolved form is, what's it? How many cycles is it? It's only 1 cycle on this one. This is one of the cheaper ones, the thing, and most of the others are like 2+ cycles. This is arrows for what we call this spell. It does range damage, so it's just a thing. As 15, I think this deck is. Oh no, it's not maxed out. Most of it is though. As baby dragon, so we should call it double dragon, as we've got 2 dragons. It's a 4-drop. It's the regular dragon, and then we've got Inferno Dragon, which is the legendary version of the dragon. There's quite a few dragons in the game. There's also the Electro Dragon and stuff like that, but we're playing this one. We've got Miner. So Miner is a 3-drop thing. So Miner is one of the only units in the game. Is the only, other than Mega, is one of the units that you can spawn directly in the opponent's side of the battlefield, which means it can attack. It's pretty strong against buildings, and there's lots of cycle-based decks that basically cycle till they get Miner and basically keep chipping away at the opponent's towers. So that's Miner, one of the iconic units. We've got Zap for a small spell, good against thing, and it's also on the evolved version of Zap for thing that's fairly strong for a small spell. Right, so now we're going to another game. Let's see how we go. I aim for about ½ hour plus on these videos. We'll see. Alright, thanks very much for watching. What other tower defense games do people like? Let me know in the comments. Right, let's see if we can win some more. That's the pancakes, the Pekka kind of avatar thing. That looks quite good for the spell. Arrows those off. I don't think those goblins are going to take the tower, so we'll just go with the ball. They did get rid of the thing, but the dragon's going in. So we probably don't play the Lava Hound until we get into double elixir anyway. I definitely recommend Mini Masters on PC if people are looking into other tower defense games that are similar, slightly more free-to-play friendly, I would describe it as. The balloon got a good damage in, but the goblins are coming. You see, one of my towers is nearly gone. That one's comparable to them. He's got slightly more health on this one, but I'll probably just start chipping with the Miner and then make some defensive units. Alright, let's see if we can get them. He's playing wizard. Onto those. Right, let's. I can just wait for a bit, I think, and build up my elixir and roll and go through. So now we've got 60 seconds, so I mean double elixir, so I can make up in double elixir because this deck is quite like greedy. And he wants this push though, it's quite big. He has that tower, but like I'm still feeling like I might be able to come back. See if I can get. Need to arrows these, I think. Seconds. Don't think I'm getting spells quite damage. Oh. I think I was close. I didn't quite get used to it, so I'm using a mouse for this. I'm using a Basilisk Ultimate, and I think I just fudged my press. I'm just getting used to redoing it on the mouse. Right, that was that one. Okay, let's go to the last one. Oh, it looks like there's some activity in the clan chat. I don't think I'll do that at the moment. Anyway, so don't forget to donate the cards. You can donate cards to your clanmates. And so I recommend being in a clan. Oh. Oh, sorry, I forgot to go through the deck. All right, this will be. This is what's called graveyard. So this is basically well, I'll show. I'll explain it more at the end. So this is basically a. Revolves around the keycard being graveyard that makes skeletons, and there's two other like swarm units in the deck. They've played a Valkyrie. I'm going to go Skeleton King in the book. So this is basically like all these units have like a ultimate power, which basically is the bar in the bottom corner. So once it's fully charged, you can use it. So this one summons skeletons basically. I'll explain the deck at the end. I'm sorry about that. I've immediately into the gameplay. He's got Royal Giant in the back. I like the emotes in the game anyway, that being the one. Alright, looks like we're going to go 3-1 in this mode anyway. I might show you some gameplay from my main deck. Say my favourite deck in the game is like, I feel it's unique to me. I mean, at the beginning of the game maybe more people played it, but I'll show you. So he's got Royal Giant, and I think I can just race anyway. He has taken the bottom tower, but like he's taken a lot of damage. I've got the evolved Mega Knight ready to go when we need it. I'm just going to do evolved Mega Knight so the evolved Mega Knight is here. I believe it was the first legendary card in the game to have an evolution, which is maybe a bit controversial, maybe people say. And it was technically given out for free as well. I'll just do poison. Survive this push. Yeah, this giant's gone down, so we should be getting all of this now. Right, so now we just need to defend. Push. Poison. giant like building. Building right on the top of the unit. Rockets like missed slightly. Alright, we went 3-1, so that was that deck. I'm going from Smash Bros. I did like Smash Bros. As well. Yeah, right. Right, I'll show you that deck because I didn't show it very well. Okay, so that was the graveyard deck. So the graveyard deck is yeah, so I'm sorry, they're grayed out basically. So this is the Knight, which is basically a small unit. Basically, I've used the Evolved Knight as well. It's got two cycle and everything. So this is Mega Knight, probably one of the highest DPS things in the game. It's a 7-drop though. So the thing it's fairly newbie friendly. It's quite good to do. So if you don't have Mega Knight, it's worth trying to get to the Mega Knight. It's quite good. And when you say those, you can get donations of things from because the units in the game are locked to various tiers, basically depending on what arena you are. So you can't necessarily open them from chests, depending on what arena. But you can have them donated to you, in theory, in clan. Right. So Mega Knight, it's got a basically and it has the evolution, one of the highest powered units in the game. We've got Graveyard, which spawns skeletons. It's a legendary spell. It basically summons skeletons. It combos very well with poison. So if you basically play the poison, which is like an area effect, damage over time, DTS, damage over time spell, which basically it damage them. You normally do it in combination with Graveyard. So then you have the Skeleton King, which basically is a champion. So these champions were basically added to the game. Like if you haven't played for a while, basically, and there are various things you can, as I said, they're the highest rarity in the thing. So it's this elite. They all have abilities on them, which you click on the icon to use. So this one summons skeletons. Right, so that's poison. So you've got skeleton dragons, which is like a thing. So they have two like that. So you can split them and that. Like if you split them, if you play them in the middle, they'll split and go. And you enable you to go into both lanes. You have the Night Witch, which summons bats, which is good against the large, like the giants and stuff. That basically swarms them in the air. And then you have the Barbarian Hut, which is like a swarm. It summons barbarians. Which are also, the barbarians are based on the level of the barbarians. So if you level your barbarian card, it's improving this card in some ways. I believe that's accurate. Right, that's that. Like, so now I'm going to show you basically, so once you've done Clan Wars, which is what you should always do for the first thing you do in the game. That's what I always do. Then I do the donations and stuff like that. And then I do ladder or other events. All right, let's go into the other bits. All right, I'm not actually going to, don't tend to really show you the clan chat if you're not in the clan. Alright, so we're going to do this. So we're going into the main mode. So basically I'm going to show you some one-on-one games. Oh, I'll show you my deck first, my normal deck. Alright, sorry. Let's see. So my normal deck. Where's my normal deck? Okay, so this is my main deck. So this is my all legendaries deck. Well, it's all legendary on the spell. So we got the Inferno Dragon, we've got Mega Knight Evolved. So then we've got the Tornado for the spell. I used to play Log, but I felt that I wanted the Tornado as it's good against slowing things down, and it's good against air minions, whereas the Log is only good against ground minions, because we've got enough things that do that anyway. We've got Archer, which is good. We've got the Electro Wizard, we've got the Sparky, we've got the Mother Witch, and we've got the Lumberjack, which is good unit. Okay, so I'll show you some gameplay from this in a moment. I'm going to show you gameplay from so I'm going into it's just the regular thing. Sorry, I'm getting used to this emulator. So we're going into this. I'm just going to show you some gameplay, basically, because you've got your daily shop, basically. So season shop, and I'm basically just trying to get up to the thing. What are these weird things? I don't know what these symbols are, because they're not anywhere. I think they just mean some out of tokens anyway. You do this and get your daily cap, and then you basically use them in the season shop. You want to basically use them in shards, basically, to get the things. Once you've got the shards, you can get the other things, unless there are any cards you want in particular. I'm going to show you some gameplay from this. I'll see how long it goes. I was thinking about showing you some Squad Busters gameplay as well, or maybe some TCG Pocket as well. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to kill it. Yeah, it does, because it obviously means their card is so it depends what mode you're playing. Sometimes they cap the cards. I think the cards in this are capped at like 11, whereas other modes they go all the way up to the top. Alright, let's see if we can get some win. I feel they're going to try and... Yeah, so I've got Goblin Barrels, so the Witch is a good answer for Goblin Barrels, good against Swarmers. Then I'm going to try and build up a push by starting with Lumberjack in the front. The log will take down some of them, but like, I don't... Yeah, I don't know, I don't feel they're right playing the Swarmers against the Witch. Alright, they're going to do some damage to the tower, they're not going to take the tower, I don't think. So for those that don't know the Lumberjack leaves them like a potion when he dies, and that basically empowers the next unit that goes into the area, basically. Well, the friendly unit, anyway. Sparky is deployed and ready to go. This is my favourite deck in the game, for me. I enjoy it the most. I've been playing it since I'm like whenever I got all the legendaries for it. So I've been playing this since I've been playing, basically. It's one of the quintessential me decks in the game. I also have an all-legendary deck in MTG. I play a Captain Cisse all-legendary deck, but it's not quite the same as this kind of deck. Princess going down, we've got some good damage on the tower. Yes, I do a lot of other MTG and video game content. I basically do various different things. I show gameplay from various other consoles. I aim to show gameplay from various other consoles and stuff at some point. Anyway, I've just got the mobile sorted, so I'll be aiming to do some other stuff at some point. I aim to show some... I can do Game Boy now. I've got some way to show Game Boy, so I might do that soon as well. See, well, I'll put a tornado now. I don't know if it will necessarily take the tower, because like I feel it will get one hit. Probably play the archer. The archer has a really good range on it. I think I'm going to be able to build up another big push here. Have to be wary he has rocket as a spell, which will take out most of the things. I think this push is here. Yeah, down the tower, that's a good game. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to basically. I'm going to carry on. I'll probably get to the cap on the thing. Right, I'm building up to the shard basically. Should I show you some multiplayer gameplay? Yeah, go on. I'll play 2v2. Oh. Apparently, it's not letting me play 2v2. I think there must be some kind of maintenance or something. I don't know. All right, I'll just carry on playing. Yeah, so what was my last video I did was I did a Hearthstone video, which was a pack opening for Hearthstone. I've also been playing, I played Eternal last night. I finished about like 2:30 in the morning. I was playing the league, I'm playing a sealed league for that. I got to, I think it was about 10th in world. I think my overall win record was like 14-4 or something. Looks like this push is going to be quite good. Is this deck actually good? Like, I don't know. I seem to do well with it, but like, I don't know. It's quite expensive in terms of things. All these are the highest rarity cards. This is all maxed out, bear in mind as well. But like, I enjoy it. Alright, let's hope this comes out well, because I'm only getting used to the software, basically. Yeah, specific thing. I'm playing this on my desktop. I've got an 8K display. It's only at 4K this game, but like it's still quite a lot higher resolution than it would be on a mobile. And I've not had any problems. It's quite responsive. Love Mega Knight. Must be my favourite unit in the game. Right. Mega Knight is on the tower. He's literally has, when he's evolved, he has a huge knockback on it as well. He'll take the tower, but he won't get much further than that. The cannon will stop in his tracks. Anyway, the dragon, the Inferno Dragon will clean up. Right, let's play E-Wizard in the bag. Now into double elixir, so we can make another push. I don't know if they're giving up or not, because they're not playing anything. I might just send the Lumberjack in and... So the crown, so basically, so the ultimate in the game is a 3 crown win, which means you win, and your opponent doesn't take any of your towers, so that's the ultimate, which is, now you get, and you get more crowns for your, like, season pass and stuff, which is basically a way to get things from the game and thing. Alright, and as you see, I won all of those games, other than I missed one of the Clan Wars games. Alright. Right. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. We say that I will aim to do some other gameplay for some other games at some point. So this being Clash Royale. Anyway, would I recommend Clash Royale in a vacuum? And say try it and see what you think. I think it's more greedy than some of the other games, and if you're playing it as a free-to-play game, it's quite hard to get all the cards or get started. But like, it's fun. It would say I would recommend Minion Masters on a desktop over it, basically. Alright, thanks very much for watching. And as my name is Matthew. This is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. We aim to do some other videos. And don't forget, if you enjoy this, check out some of my other gameplay videos. And I also do various other MTG and video game content, showing my collections and stuff in person. Anyway, what am I going to do now? So now I'm going to go and play Hearthstone. They've just banned one of my decks. They've just banned Holy Fire Paladin. So I need to make some changes to my other decks. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.